even if I see your diff is going to blow up production,
You
I will
accept?
I will comment on it and be like, this is going to blow up production, and then accept it and be like, yeah, make sure you fix that first, right? I've never had a case where someone's like landed it because like people put up diffs and like 5 minutes later it's like stamp on me and they're like, what the hell is going on? And that's a lot because I'm on top of it, but also because I have this philosophy on like diff reviews and risk where if I don't think the diff is risky, right, you're getting a very rudimentary review and like basically you can put that code in. Like, so if it's like gated, if it's not on a core system, right, these things, then you're gonna just get a very high level diff review. And then basically I'm just like trusting you.
So
Um,
you're saying you modulate your level of time investment based on how risky the diff is.
based on how risky the diff is, right? So if you're rewriting it, right, where it's all gated right now, and we just want the high level trunk architecture to be correct. If you're working on like some child component or something, it's like, cool, it's gated, it's not critical to the system.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm trusting you to do whatever you need to do over there.
So you'll just
Yeah.
stamp it,
So
stamp,
just
stamp,
stamp
stamp,
it,
stamp.
let
I
it
see.
in. Yeah.
Some people view quality diff review as uh, like an important thing rather than
Yes.
just stamping. So do you ever get
So
pushback on
this is my
that?
controversial one. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. So yeah, so I think that is correct for like the trunk of the system, the core parts of the system, or anything that's already live in prod, like is gonna get pretty thorough review. But yeah,
Yeah.
if it's not live in prod and it is one of these sub parts of the system or less critical things, like I'll still skim it to make sure you didn't do anything like absolutely crazy, like introduce like I don't know, security issues or, start
Yeah, yeah.
mining crypto on our servers or something. But yeah, I'll just like let that let that fly in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense. You're basically trading off speed for, I guess, quality, but it's not dumb quality. It's like these are
Yeah, it's not
places where it makes sense to make the trade-off.
where you make yeah, so you can have like lower quality components for like these the child parts of the system, right? Or the leaf parts of the system. And also these parts are like generally easier to unit test.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
they do fail, they only blow up like a small part of it, right?
Just a little blow up.
Just a little part of it. If it is badly architected, it's only on this like tiny
Yeah.
part of the system. It's not impacting, hundreds of engineers. Maybe it impacts a couple. And someone one day is like, what the hell's up with this? Doesn't take a long time to rewrite, right?
Right,
If
right,
you
right.
mess up the architecture on the core trunk, probably takes like hundreds of people a long time to like fix.
Have you ever had someone? I remember early in my career, I was all about speed and
Yeah.
I was approving some diffs, and then someone would come back to me and say, "Why'd you approve this? That was too, like, let's slow down a little bit on
Yeah.
this." You
Oh,
ever get some feedback where someone says, "Hey, calm down," like,
this definitely happens. Actually, interesting thing. So teach the people close to me in my teams that like, hey, it's okay if I stamped your diff to like put it back in review again if you actually need deeper review.
mm,
Or like flag it in the summary or the test plan, like, or comment on it, like, hey, I'm actually looking for deep review on this. If you know that's how our team operates now. And this is actually really good because I might have thought it's like a child part of the system, and maybe it is still a child part of the system, but they've thought, hey, this is like, could be like more performant, or like, I actually want you to double check this.
mm.
So then we use that signal to be like, okay, this person actually wants things. So if I missed it, even if they put a comment on it, they'll throw it back into review and like be like, need real review or something
Need
like that because
need
they
real.
knew what happened.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I see. That makes sense.
But yeah, there's definitely this is not the philosophy of everyone at Meta, right? Like most people, it's like quality, high quality for everything.
Yeah, and it depends on the system though.
Depends
Like,
on the system. Also
yeah.
depends on like this is like trust you build on your team too,
Yeah,
right? If
yeah,
you're new on the
exactly.
team, probably not going to get this treatment for the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
Although I do want to defer to like how do I accept this diff, not how do I reject this diff,
Mm,
which I think is an important philosophy to have.
mm. Why is
But
that?
yeah, because like I'm not trying to like knit your code and get you to write it the exact way I would write it, right? I'm trying to be like, okay, what is absolutely blocking this thing from going to production? Like big high level architecture things, like I don't know, some critical bugs. Like, is it going to blow up prod, right? Not like write it exactly the way I would write it.
Right.
I think that takes a while to get to too, right? Like more senior engineers usually become amenable to this.
Yeah.
But when you're like in the first 5 years of your career, maybe you've only seen a few ways of writing it right. So you want people to write it that exact way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. I think when you are working in a team where there's high trust and you get to the point where people They have feedback, but they accept with nits.
Yeah.
I love that because
Yeah.
everyone's just trusting each other, move fast.
Yeah.
And I have some feedback, but it's not that important. It's
Yeah.
just like, take it if you will.
Man, this is where I push that needle even further again. So I'll like, even if I see your diff is going to blow up production,
You accept?
I will comment on it and be like, this is going to blow up production, and then accept it and be like, yeah, make sure you fix that first, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like, I've never had a case where someone's like landed it,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
with a comment on it that says, hey, this is going to blow up production. Because can you imagine like sitting in Seb review or something and someone's like, the diff had a comment on it, this is going to blow up
Yeah,
production,
yeah.
and it blew up. So
That's
yeah,
wild that you
it's
accept
never
that though.
yeah, except
Yeah.
I just trust them to fix it, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
fix it the right way. Once again, if they have trust, if it's like a new person on the team and I'm not sure if they're going to fix it the right way,
Yeah, yeah.
right? I
Yeah.
might be like, ping me again when it's like ready.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, 99% of the time, I'll just like accept and go.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, haven't had to do the thing where I pull back because I've never had one that's been shipped
That
accidentally yet.
exploded
Yeah.
production.
And that's actually a little bit of a philosophy I use across, like, I guess, building these systems, judging how fast I'm moving. If I'm doing something and I'm not getting feedback that it's like broken or I'm not seeing negative effects from it, right?
Yeah.
Even if it is controversial and crazy,
Yeah.
I'll keep pushing the boundary on it, right? Same as our rollouts. Like if we're at 1%, we're getting like very little feedback and like metrics are looking good. And we might move to like 10% the next day. And people are like, that's crazy. Like step to like 2, 3, 5 things. It's like,
Mhm.
well, we're not getting any like
Right.
signals that it's not going poorly.
Right.
As soon
right.
as we get signals that it's going poorly, we start pulling back. But otherwise, I find you like move too slowly,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
You want to be moving at like the fastest speed you can without ruining
Without-
things.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? So if you're not
Yeah,
making
yeah.
anything worse, like keep trying to find that edge. Yeah.
I had a tech lead early in my career and I had taken down prod or something and I was talking to him about it and he on one end you shouldn't break prod generally, but he also said if you never break prod, that's probably not also optimal. Like there should be some level of risk, otherwise you're moving too slowly. And
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
yeah, try not to break prod, but if you
Yeah.
never break
If you
it,
never
you're
break
probably like very slow and
Yeah. And if you're
Maybe-
breaking it every day, you're probably
then
going way too
that's-
fast. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for watching that clip. If you thought it was interesting, it's part of a longer conversation, which you can find right here, right now. And as always, if you have any feedback for me, I'd love to hear it. You can leave a comment on YouTube. I read every single one that I get.